Who does the song? I think it says, "My demons are real." Ba 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 ba. I don't know the other words. Do y'all know what song that is? I think he says my demons are real. He might say my voices are real. I'm not sure. I want to keep thinking Jelly Roll, but I don't. Something's telling me it's not Jelly Roll. Shine Down. Is it Shine Down? Nah, monsters. My monsters are real. That's it. All right. Anybody down for any monsters by Shine Down? All right. I'm the wise man. In case you haven't met me, I'm just messing. All right. If you were, I love the chorus in my. Oh, this is it. Um, if you were in the tactical gear show this morning, thank you very much. I got all that packed up. That's actually why I'm a little late. One of my brothers from the lodge also stopped by. Ed, if you're on, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for what you take care of for us here. All right, I'm Wise Man. Big Man's on vacation. Um, I don't know where to start. It's camping show. I guess we'll start with camping gear. I am trying something new. We're getting ready for the hunting season, so pay attention in the buy nows. Those things are always live. All right, most of the camping stuff is listed in the buy nows as well as our knives. We are slowly getting all the other stuff loaded in there. If you don't know who we are and what we do a lot of military surplus, but Whatnot is growing this camping category, and we're going to help them by being on in the afternoon for 2 or 2.5 hours every day, like we used to do the tactical gear show at 2. But that being said, that doesn't mean you can't get all the other stuff here too. Like yesterday, we sold a lot of gun parts. All right, we do backpacks, mostly USGI. I will have some Vism coming in next week. I almost said next year. I do sleeping bags, both commercial and military. Oh, huh. My plier or my hanger has ODD. All right. Gotta take this call real quick. I am so very sorry, y'all, but as what or a big man will tell you, I am responsible for a great many human souls. All right, this is a patrol bag in the bivy. I also sell just patrol bags. I do have one extreme cold weather or cold weather sleeping bag, and that with the patrol bag, the bivy, and both sacks is an extreme cold weather system. Those will run about 120, 130. These stand sports are on sale, 33. I do plate carriers and other bags, like I have combat medic bags. Um, I do have one small everyday pack left. I do first aid, and we do camping gear, which is new. So those things are in the bin. That's the buy now. And if you make an offer or whatnot, you let me know. If you see anything on here that you're interested in. All right, first up is in the items we'll talk about will be the flex buckets. Now, flex buckets are like the kitchen sink. All right, they even have a uh, what's that? A tip insert for you to grab to tip it, dump it out. It's got a hang up for when it's collapsed. These are actually a pretty neat little thing. If they came in an OD green, I would imagine they would be in about half the soldiers' backpacks out there. So somebody out there, you can make some money on these things if you make them in soldier colors. The Flexware buckets, they run $10. I only have them in solid orange. I don't have a lot for ARs right now. I got grips, a couple accessories like quick detach stuff. I have one rail. I have a 15-inch rail, and then I have a couple hand guards. A couple free float hand guards. I have one in octagon, one in oval. What'd you grab there? Adam, thank you so much. I just saw Haley's coming late. All right, we're going to get that put away for Adam. Welcome. If that was your first purchase, welcome. We're actually a cult. It's okay, though. We don't demand anything. Our motto, or our creed, if you will, is protect those weaker than yourself and let the 3 feet around you be the best place that anybody could be today. That's all we ask. If we all start doing that as cult members, you change the community, you change the world. Gandhi said, be the change you want to be in the world. I'm done preaching. All right, Adam. All right. What's up, D. Joes? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm working on a movie about the cult. Um, I'm not crazy. I just think that we only get one time around. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure that those that roll my name off their tongue when I'm done, um, it ain't gonna be just the stupid stuff I did as a kid and in my 20s. All right, next up is the UST Flexware Mess Kit. Now I do have 3 others, so you'll get one that hasn't had my finger dangles all over it. This works a lot like the bucket, and I'm thinking what they're looking at here is you can actually pack out some of the cookables and some of the sauces. I would give it a try in a weird position like this over the sink for about 30 minutes with liquids in it before I trusted it to hold a marinade all the way up to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. All right. But if you're going to do something simple like a picnic or whatnot, it would be a good way to hold the chicken um, and the vegetables that we're going to get cooked. I mean, that's just what came to my mind. You can use goat testicles or whatever. I mean, anything that would fit in there. It goes up to 3 times the collapse size, and then when you're done with it, you rinse it out, you pack it up, and it's a lot smaller coming back out than it was going in because you should be leaving some poop at some point if you're there for a while. All right, the lid conveniently holds the eating utensil. The eating utensil has a fork and a spoon. For those of you that are used to eating with your fingers and your knife in the bush, it's okay to carry a fork, man. Just one. Those 1.75 ounces won't kill you. Now, if you're taking whole 8-piece setting, yeah, you're going to have a problem. But one wouldn't kill you. But this lightweight stuff, Oko and Yuko make some. Yuko makes some that are super light. They're less than 1 ounce, the whole package. 2 of them with the package is less than 1 ounce. That's how light they are. This one's actually not very heavy for being made out of silicone. It does come packaged like this, so if you're giving it as a gift, it doesn't look like you got it at a yard sale. All right, that one has been canned. If you want it, it's in the buy now. And the last thing from the UST eating line is the UST, I think they call it the dish set. Yeah, packware dish set. Cannot cook on these, they are plastic, all right? And the utensils are plastic, super light, and they're kind of traditional in style. What's up, Stitch? All right, so in this one, we got the plate. You get the bowl. Some of y'all used to it. Your wife makes you eat out of it after the kids go to bed. All right. I'm just messing, Air Force. Calm down. All right. You get the coffee mug. Can't heat that up. So if you're going to swap something out, swap that out for your stainless mug, because the stainless mug is a survival tool, not just a drinking tool. Whereas a polymer mug is pretty much like, do I want to be in the soup line or do I want to make my own soup? You know, because you can't cook in that one. So keep that in mind. Sometimes dual use is the way to go. And then the utensils on these are actually standard human size. So if you believe that in Jack and the Beanstalk, the only tents I have right now, I haven't been able to get any commercials lately. Only tents I have right now is I have I have one light fighter, which is considered a one-man tent. It's really one you and your gear. And then I had that one's in OCP multicam. Sorry. Then I have a improved combat shelter. Those are about 8 inches shorter in the headroom. Those are in ACU. The light fighter is 135, and the ACU improved combat shelter, I think we're running those at 75, or you can get 2 of them for like 130 or 120. And I have 2 that are screened right now. One's a very good, one's a good. And then I have one that's brand new, which is $100 by itself if you want that one in an ACU. The USD Flexware mess kit also comes with the utensils, and like I said, they're normal size utensils. Anybody out there artillery? Former artillery? Was there another name for the number one man bucket besides the number one man's bucket? I cannot remember, and for some reason that is so important to the attempt I was going to make it human. All right, this one I haven't opened yet, so this one we're going to find out about together. It looks like a standard stainless steel percolator pot. That's a lot of similar words. What have I done today? All right, so this is okay. Now I believe it. I was kind of questioning whether or not it could hold 20 cups, but I think it could get 20 cups. In our store, you'll find buy nows and auction listings, so make sure you look in both. All right, one of the things I see right off the bat that I'm kind of liking. When you go to pour a coffee pot in the wild, rawr, tigers chasing you and shit like that. If you're cooking in the wild, it is kind of difficult to touch these. So you have to have your. Oh, by the way, I have heat-resistant mittens now. I need to get those out. You got to touch the bottom to pour. This one you do not. This one actually has the loop on the back. See what I mean? Cools a lot faster back here. A lot less surface area, or a lot less surface area for it to build up and evaporates faster. The heat dissipates faster, not evaporates. All right, this is a percolator pot. If you don't know what a percolator is, it's that thing percolation is that thing that your lower stomach does at the most inconvenient time in rush hour traffic. That one right there, that blub blub sound and feeling, that's what happens here. It's heating on the bottom, all right? So it's causing the water at the bottom to be the hottest in the pot. Well, once the water reaches a certain temperature, and I'm not familiar with what it is, but I believe it is around 210 to 212, the water that's inside a tube in here will percolate up through the tube. Now, when you first remove the lid, you see what looks like the inside of that oil filter you stripped off your boyfriend's pickup truck after he cheated on you. But it's not. This is a filter that just allows the water to run down into the coffee stuff and prevents it from running over. So you take that one off, and this is where the coffee grounds would be. Now, the coffee grounds in here is very similar to the way it works in your electrical pot at home. In the electrical pot, you either put a filter in it or you have a gold-based seed filter, and you rinse that out, put your stuff in it. The electrical coffee pot uses a what's it called? It's not, I think it's an electrode, but it's not an electrode. It's something like that, and it's got a thermocoupler on it. So that thermocoupler is saying, hey, what's your temperature? And it's saying, hey, I'm at 135, and it says, keep going. You know, and that keeps happening up until the level that the water reaches. I think it's 210 to 212, and it comes up through. Well, that's what's coming out of here. The water that was at the bottom of the pot is contained into a smaller diameter or a smaller reservoir than the entirety of the pot. And it forces the water up through there, which then jumps out of the top in a fountainy way. And in this case, you get a clear lid holder so you know when it's working. You can see it splashing up. And you can watch it for texture, which is thus taste and strength. Because as it's splashing up there, it'll keep getting darker and darker and darker. And that will keep you from having to take it off and check it. Because you got to let it cool down a little bit every time or it'll percolate on you. All right, that's how that works. That's what a percolator is. When it's working well, it's going to sound like your stomach at the most inopportune time in rush hour traffic. All right, there was one other feature I did not mention, which was this little thingamajigger here. It's meant to keep the lid from falling out while you're tipping it, but it has to be facing wherever up is going to be when you tip it. Think about it like that. It'll make sense. All right, that's in the buy now for anybody that's interested, anybody that snipped that and just wanted me to go over the most perfect explanation of a percolator over and over and over. I've been told I'm very good to go to sleep while listening to it. He's not just beautiful, he's funny too. All right, we'll get that put away. Uh-oh. I can't get it in the slot. No, it's not whatever it said. All right, here we go. Is that one in there like that? That does not seem like that's the way it was in there. All right, box is alleged to be reusable. And it works. All right, reusable box too. That's in the buy now. That was a good lesson on a percolator. All right, since we did that one, we're now gonna do. Oh, I also sell these lights that are. Flashy, blinking in the background. Let me get see if this is the ghost or somebody's at the door. was. All right. The next one up is a coffee pot and 4 mug set. Now, this one's enamel. This is where you're stepping up. You're a little bit more civilized, and you just take a propane or butane stove with you. This would be the typical one that you remember from 1954 camping. All right, it's been around that long, if not longer, in this literal enamel covered set. Now, I can't remember. I think this one is a percolator too, because it would seem kind of stupid to have a coffee pot in the wild that's not a percolator. Yes, this one's a percolator as well. Um, this one is substantially more costly. All right, but it does come with 4 mugs, and the mugs are enamel as well. So you can heat the mug because it is enamel. Um, I don't think it'd be my primary boiler, but if it's what I got stuck with, it's what I got stuck with, you know. I've seen water boil in a plastic bottle before in a wood stove that I was actually trying to knock down the flames on by throwing in the water bottle. And I just watched it, blew the top off and just started boiling in the plastic, and the plastic never melted. I, I was, I was just, my mind was blown. That's what I'm saying, Casey. Things like this, you know, they are ubiquitous. They have been, you know, Uncle Buck. It's probably in that one when he goes camping. Camp stoves, I've got a propane variant and I have a butane variant. Butane would be a backpacker stove technically, and the propane is just called a propane stove. But I'll show you those. This one's a percolator as well. Um, this one gives you a little bit more safety distance when you close it up. When you open it up, it is kind of shooting towards the back, and that also helps so when you go to pour it, the grains don't tumble out. Most people, once it's brewed, though, you take the grain thing in the central percolator out, and you just serve like that. What are you doing, Carhod? So Dark Sun getting around this week. Next week, we'll do these. We'll do tactical gear, and we'll do knives next week probably. So it's going to be interesting being a Dark Sunnian member for a while. All right, 47 on that one. I tell you what. Anybody wants a deal on it? I just noticed that the seam on the box busted loose. So I'm going to run it as a flash sale. We'll do a short one so nobody has to look at it too long. All right. Be 15 seconds. And we'll do 25% off. If anybody wants the ubiquitous enamel coffee pot, no takers. We'll be camping. I also have what I call suburban bags. So for you people that are camping, if you're taking a vehicle to where you're going, the suburban bag, you can fit 3 of them across the back of a suburban. That's why I call it the suburban bag. And it'll hold just about anything you need. They're like 25 bucks. I'll do a 3-pack though. Do like 3 for 45. That'd be 15 bucks a piece. All right, this is the backpacker version for lightweight movement and hiking, things like that. This does not come with the fuel. You do have to buy the can of fuel on your own. One of the things that we like to remind people here is when you're planning your trip, assuming you're not running from zombies or a hostile government takeover or fighting the Chinese, when you're planning your trip, what's up, Black Cat? Don't forget to plan in where you're going to buy your fuel. Because if you're not driving there from your house to there, Um, if you're flying, you're not going to be able to fly with fuel or the fuel canister. So keep that in mind. Do your research ahead of time so that you're not getting there and having to buy some third or fourth party type of thing to make your way through. All right, so this is the butane backpack stove, and this one's also by Stansport. I got 3 or 4 of these because I figured if if the zombie apocalypse occurred this week, whatever we had on hand is what we got. And we got a lot of things to chop up zombies, but after the power goes down, we don't have a lot of things to cook with. So I didn't mind picking up a few extras of these and the propanes. Brass control cylinder. It does have a folding control handle. I don't know what size the orifice is. Yes, I know big words like orifice. This one claims it can boil a liter of water in 3 minutes, and that a 13.7 gram fuel canister will actually last 1.5 hours. It does have the fold outs, so if you're using something larger, you can support the edges, or if you're just cooking with canteen cups and 16-ounce cups, you keep it folded, and then it's got a more of a surface on the inside to sit on. All right, then I've got a 1 burner propane. These I find to be extremely handy. When I was in the artillery, we had a truck, and since you had a truck, you could take stuff that you wouldn't take in the infantry because you didn't have to carry it. So I had one of these and a couple of the green fuel cylinders just tossed into a DeWalt power tool case. And we could boil ramen in just a matter of minutes. You know, it was very nice. This one had a feature that mine didn't. Mine just had the round base, just like that. And I would have to dig a hole to get the base down in it so that I trusted it not to fall over. But I noticed that this one actually has a stand that clicks out. So you get a little bit more, penguin footed stability there. Which is a good feature. Rocket stoves I do not have. I only have these 2 traditional styles, old school stuff. Yeah, it's getting music getting slower. You started out with something fast. What's a Chango? Just call me Django because I'm unchained. Uh, Propane stove. Those are the 2 options I have right now. I do have a folding. I don't know if this is stainless or aluminum. This is a stainless cook set. Very basic handles. Remind you of the butterfly handles design, the way they interlock when you open them. The frying pan is the lid. Has the fold-out handle like the old mess kits. Comes with a measuring cup. I guess that's so you can ration your food. Comes with a stainless steel bowl. That's cookable. And then the pot, I had a black and green one my daughter got me. I don't know where it is, but it's probably at my son's house. Same version as this, only it was black and green. And the handles actually held up really well. I was surprised. Sometimes you fill them all the way up with water and they get things start getting flimsy. So whoop, I know they had a box. But that was the cook set. Oh, can't okay. What? I also have big camp cooker style like screens. We'll go over those sometime today. That cook set was 32 if anybody needs it. All right, another one of the expandables. This one's from Stansport this time instead of USD. This is the expandable bowls. They also expand to 3 times their packable width or depth. They come in blue and gray. So if your husband and a dog have to share one, you know which one they share, and then you keep the other one for yourself. At least that's how it works in my family. I'm just joking. My wife would never let the dog drink out of something I drink out of. I love my wife and her dog. It's the most awesome dog. Lady. I don't know the words. All right, these are 14 bucks. They are in the buy nows. 14 bucks. They are in the buy nows. Now, in water treatment, which is the next step, I have several of the Frontier Max. I have a Backcountry Pro, and then I have a regular Backcountry, and I also have a Worldwide. Now, Worldwide is after viruses, all right? I do sell replacement filters, so if you want adaptability, I have 3-month chemical filters. Although that's subjective to the chemicals being screened, you know. I have a worldwide virus replacement, and I also have a 1,000-gallon bacteria replacement. Now, my understanding is the backcountry. Oh shit! I didn't know you could get a cramp in that part of your butt. Oh my goodness! All right, the backcountry Pro or backcountry Plus. Sorry. That's the 1,000-gallon. My understanding is that these housings are very similar, if not the same. But do research before you go buying filters just to make sure that the 1,000-gallon and the 100-gallon, like, is the difference only inside the filter? Because then I'd start wondering, well, then why is there a difference at all? All right. Those are in the buy now. If you type in Aquamira, and then I also have Aquamira filter straws. And actually, they're not in the buy now. They're in the auction. My bad. Go in the auction section, type in Aquamira, spelled Aquamira. And you can see all of the selection we have on those filters. We also carry the Aquamira Frontier straw. There's some here and a little bit more over where the MREs are. And we carry the long-term storage drops. So this one treats up to 60 gallons, and it comes with the droppers. So if your 60 gallons isn't in one spot, you can split it up. Then this one treats up to 60 gallons. And this keeps your water fresh longer and prevents algae and bacteria from building up in it. So if you're into long-term water storage, that's what these water treatments are. If you're looking to filter the water, that's what these are. All right. Then there's also a system called the Frontier Pro, which is a bigger version. And I have adapters for that where you hook this onto a standard water heater. All right. You hook this onto a standard water heater. So, assuming that at the time the zompocalypse occurred, that house was in use and the water cut off then, there's 50 or 55 gallons in the water heater that can then be hooked to the filter system. Comprende? So then if you're mobile, you can go from place to place and pull the water out of the water heaters. I also carry mobile storage water carriers. I have them in 10 liter and I have them in 19 liter. 19 liters are cubes. 10 liters are the roll up variant. I think the 10 liters like $9. So a lot more of those than I do of the big ones, but I think it's because of the way the pricing is here lately. It wasn't priced like that before. You used to be able to get the small one for $10. Now it's like 15. Oh, also sell inner tubes. If anybody likes to float down the river. All right, 5-gallon collapsible water carriers. That's 19 liters, 5 gallons. Those are 16 in the buy nows. And then we have the UST 10 liter. That one is $9. Also listed in the buy nows. All right, I got some mosquito head nets in the other day, but I don't know if they got listed or not. So give me a second to look. And then I've got one of those other dual use items that people just trip out when they walk in here. I'm in Central Virginia. Um, this is not one of the places in the world where people are like, oh, there's gold in their hills. But you'll see what I mean in a second. All right, deluxe mosquito head nets. Wow, they are pricey. $17 for a single. But I guess if you're where mosquitoes are, they're kind of priceless instead of pricey. All right, the next item is a dual use. I got 4 of them because I am insane. But I kind of feel like I might be the only one selling gold pans. That's right. I'm in Central Virginia. Nobody will ever say there's gold in their hills, but you're not. Maybe you're in a place where there's gold in their hills. When you get you this gold pan, it's got the proper surfaces on it. See how it's smooth on one side, rippled on the other. And then you can make your sloshing and your washing actually. You just pick a little bit more water up and you slosh all that sand around. But what I like about them is they're still plastic, they're still light, and they can work for a lot of things. So, like if you're chopping up all kinds of God's critters out there in the woods, let's say you couldn't get Bambi, but there's enough of you that have to eat that you need something Bambi size, and you slayed like 15 to 20 smaller critters for all y'all to be nibbling on. As you're butchering those smaller critters, you have a repository now, and then you can begin your marinade process, and you can throw bits of bunnies and squirrels and fishes and mussels and clams, oh my, whatever, in there. And that's what I like about them, and their dual use. And depending where you are, if it's already something that's being carried in your assault pack and you stumble upon a stream that has a lot of black sand in it, you might want to get to panning. Pan on the backside of rocks, the side that the water is hitting as it goes downstream. All right, gold pans, $11. If you want two of them, let me know. I'll do two for 20. If you want all four of them, I'll do four for 36. Four for 36 on gold pans if you want them all. Good. These are 10.5 inches, by the way. I know a lot of y'all ain't used to that size in matrix. In your house, that would be 500, but you know what I mean. 10.5 inches. All right. USGI canteen cups. Now, these are running out. I think I have, that I know where they are, I have 4 or 5 left. So, this is in the auction side. I will go ahead and run that on. It's a plain USGI canteen cup. There's nothing special about them other than they're freaking awesome. Huh. There it is. All right, USGI canteens are $12. That is our regular price on them. We are probably the lowest of anybody that stocks these things. And I do have the Pathfinder lids that go on these. The Pathfinder lids actually has 3 little holes punched in it so you can dump. Very good addition to any canteen cup. All right, some of the last things I got on the camping side are some mallets. I got mallets. I got stakes. So if you need the little knickknacks and accoutrements that go with the camping stuff, look in my buy now section. They should be priced right. See anything, you can make an offer on most of them. This is called a camp cooker. This is also in the buy now. This is a commitment. Anything you buy cast iron is going to outlive you. So when you buy something cast iron, remember, you're making a commitment to this thing. All right. That don't make no sense. All right, so the single, something's wrong with that one. It's listed at 41. I'm thinking that should only be like $20. But the double is listed right. It's listed at 21. Hopefully I don't have them mixed up and I'm about to get toasted here. All right, so this is what we call a mountain pie cooker in my family. And the way a mountain pie cooker works, you grease it just like any other cast iron. You get it all treated, all right? And then when you're out there at your campsite, you got all the chitlins out there. It breaks down too. Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome. All right, so it looks like it breaks down for easy storage. I just got to figure out how. Got threads on it. All right, so you spray that with some Pam, or maybe you put some butter in it. I don't know. Maybe some margarine if your doctor's on you about your health. Then you put 2 pieces of bread in there. Plain white bread, wheat bread, whatever you want. The more coarse the grain, the more chewy this thing's going to be. I can tell you that. If you like rye, do rye, but keep in mind the taste of rye, you need to use something that's really going to make sure. Wow. All right. What's up, T. Bruce? You put your pieces of bread in there, and then you put some sort of filling. Cherry pie filling, chocolate and peanut butter, strawberry filling, lemon filling, whatever you want. Put another piece of bread on top of it. Lube up this side with the same cooking oil or whatever. And then when you close it up, all right, squeeze the handle, you roll that around and it hooks on there. Now you've got 2 sandwiches contained in this thing, like the man in the iron mask or whatever. I don't know. But you throw this down in the fire and it'll begin to cook. It'll heat that cast iron up. The first one's always a little funny, but after that, they roll pretty quick. Heats that cast iron up. And after a few minutes, you're going to want to turn it. So you pick it up like this, and then you spin it, and you set it back down. Now, why am I being so specific about that? We're not talking about bomb diffusion here. No, we're not talking about bomb diffusion, but I know how the human anatomy works, and unless you play with swords a lot, this thing is like 3 or 4 pounds on the end of this. And when you lift that up, it does some things. And if you drop this, your kids are going to kill you. If they don't kill you, your wife's going to kill you because your kids aren't going to be quiet. All right? So I'm just saying, don't mess up the mountain pies. Those are in the buy it now as well as camp cookers. The single one, don't buy that one. That one's listed at 41. Something's definitely wrong there. I don't know. Maybe that one's supposed to be 41 and somebody's about to get a great deal. All righty. Nobody took the backpack stoves. I didn't see any of those go. I got one hammock with the insect net. Got one hammock with the insect net. All right, we did first aid in the earlier show, but if anybody wants first aid, I can go over it again. Ooh, I gotta get a drink. Y'all have any requests? What do you want to say? What's up, Freddie? All right, anybody got any requests? There's a whole MRE here earlier. What happened to it? Hatchets and axes. I got a few left. They got me for most of them yesterday. Specifically, absent-minded professor got me. All right. And hatchets and axes. I can see I've got a trail hawk, a Norse hawk. Whoop, nope. Yeah. Trail hawk and a Norse hawk. I also have a trench hawk. Frontier hawk. Sorry, Norse hawk sold in the last one. All right, in the buy now, this one would be under the gang axe or axe gang hatchet. This one's by Cold Steel. It is made in Taiwan. Apparently, they're even making hand weapons for when the Chinese invade. Then I also have Frontier Hawk. This is a Frontier Hawk. This does come down. And if you get this one, this will fit in a 2-mag ACU pouch. And that's what we'll ship it in. We'll put that inside a 2-mag ACU pouch. You have to put the head on when you get it. The camp hatchet does not ship like that because that's permanently affixed. All right, then I have one trail hawk left. This one actually has a square hammerhead on it for driving stakes and nails. I didn't see the chat. Which one were you talking about, Matthew? I'm sorry. This trail hawk with the hammerhead? Except Gatorade in my mustache. Yeah. Trailhawk's the one that got it. I like that feature. And they already beveled it. So you can hit it with other metal objects. Alright, Trailhawk. Let's see where that one's at. Cold Steel Trailhawk. Last one of those. Let's see. It's 33. I'll give you a little dangle deal on it. Go with percentage off. We'll do like 10%. Aha! Yeah. Cold Steel Trailhawk. Nice. It is sold. Bye, baby. Matthew, great pickup. That's your first purchase, too, if I read that right. Welcome. You came here a browser. You will leave a member of our order. Protect those weaker than yourself and let the 3 feet around you be the best place anybody can be today. Also, take a look at that rewards icon. You're going to save some money. All right, I'm going to get your 2-mag pouch together, and I'm going to throw in a little something extra, too. Better yet, I'll give you a choice in color on your pouch. Do you want regular ACU? Do you want graphite dyed ACU? Or do you want brown ACU? Let you pick your color on the pouch. Put it up in the chat while I make your bin. Brown? Good choice. We'll hook you up with a Minnebeater to 2 today. That's a Minnebeater Dubois. This one's in black. It's an aluminum frame knife, and it has a carabiner clip on it. Thank you for joining our call today. I would make a joke about Scientology, but then them bastards would be right outside my door talking to me, so I'm not going to do it. All right. What else we got here in the axes and hatchets? The next one would be the Trench Hawk or the Cam Trax. Now, the Trench Hawk, it's not really a camping hatchet, right? It is more of a zompocalypse type hatchet. I wouldn't even really call it an axe. I think it's more like an oversized tomahawk. But I guess it is approaching axe size. Now, this cold steel trench hawk, it's got some finger grips on it. So if you do bushcrafting and you're out there trying to make furniture and stuff, you get a lot more control when you're stripping or you're making your notches. Bad thing about this, as far as your bushcrafter goes, that spike is not as handy as a hammer would be or even a flat back. So the only advantage I see on that is if you are going to make a lot of peg holes, that actually might help you. But that advances quickly. And this thing as it comes is not already pre-sharpened. The back of it is. The front is. All right. That's the cold steel trench hawk axe. Cold steel trench hawk axe. And that one I think is priced regularly. It's not on sale or anything. It's got its regular price, $49. This one has a mechanical style sheath. When I say mechanical, it's got rivets and what would count as axles and a fulcrum. So, when you got all those pieces, you're mechanical. But it doesn't do it for you. You still got to close it. That was the trench hawk. And then the last one is the cam tracks. Now, the cam tracks, I don't know if I'd go logging with it, all right? But when it comes to something that can be quickly used or quickly employed to process some wood, it's actually a fairly good piece of equipment. Now, it has a polymer handle. The handle does contain a saw that comes out the end, and then you use the hatchet as a saw handle. Now the cover for this one, and it does have a striking face, and it's textured. I think they textured it because it's more narrow than a traditional hatchet striking face on the back, but it's also a fairly lightweight hatchet too, made more for packing. Now, when I think about the cam tracks, I think about when you're already up in the tree. Sometimes it's not convenient to swing, but sometimes the saw isn't going to work either. So, this is an option to carry one tool. Does have a good sheath on that you can put on the head to keep yourself from getting cut while you're using the saw feature. I believe that's a regular item as well. You can use rewards and all that on this stuff as well. We don't put any limitations on it. Now, if I ever created you a coupon, and if it's not marked in the shows, you need to let me know so I can fix that. I haven't figured out how to make them auto-populate. All right, next up in the wood processing is going to be the SOG. We got a fast hawk around here. Let me bring out that fast hawk real quick. All right, this is the Fast Hawk. This is a slightly smaller version. What's up, Kissimmee? This is a slightly smaller version of the original Tomahawk, which I cannot remember what that one was called. This one's glass reinforced nylon handle, which is fiberglass reinforced. It does have a nylon carry sheath, and they have a lifetime warranty. A lot going on in that little package. It is kind of expensive though, but that's SOG, I guess. Here's an economically priced SOG item. Uh-oh. Did it not make it in there? Ah, it doesn't look like it made it. Either that or I only made one. What's that, Jones, Jason? I haven't. The most of the stuff I've been showing right now are listed under buy now. Did you want me to run that SOG Fast Hawk? I can run that one and change it over to the auction, but it still be the same price, unfortunately. All right. I was trying to find the saw, but I don't know where it went. I know I sold one the other day. Oh, okay. Nah, looks like I'm out of e-tools. I can get the Glock version pretty regularly for folding shovels. I want to say they're a bit more expensive though. USGI, I just haven't been able to get any at auction. I've sold nearly a metric poop ton of them on here. One of my buyers out there wanted to sell one of those extra e-tools you bought. Hit that guy or gal up. Oh, it's kissing me. Next time I get some in, I'll save one for you. You talking about like the ones that have all the stuff in the handle? I don't typically buy them because most of the ground I ever had to do any work in is too hard for them, and it ends up breaking the handle. The USGI ones and the Marine Corps ones, the central shaft inside of there is a piece of metal inside that tubing, so they are much, much stronger. But they are more expensive. The Gerber version is not cheap at all. Um, and that one's a polymer handle, but yet it's 1 ounce heavier than the metal one. I thought that was funny. All right, I don't know what's up with these saws, but I will get that fixed. Anybody wants one, let me know and I'll rent it. Or I'll build it as an item, or I'll run it as an item on screen. There we go. I'll run it as an item on screen. The SIG 320, or is it a Beretta 9? Kiss me. Beretta. For the Berettas, it'll fit more things. I'll give you some trade value on it. Send me a pic on it. I gotta finish out a deal with someone else too. I've been meaning to get done. All right, I'm gonna call y'all's attention to in the buy now. We're gonna go over some of the knives real quick. So, if you wanna read ahead, class, just use Kershaw as your search function. Because that's all I got in last week. All right. We're going to start with the bracket, but I'm going to go put on some lacquer covers. Oh, actually, I'm so cheap, I'm just going to wear the ones from yesterday with all of yesterday's sweat in them. Giggity. The only thing that smells better than a sweaty pair of gloves. Sometimes I forget. As much as I want to be on Kill Tony, I'm not. I'm only on Whatnot. Come here, big man. All right, brackets up first. I think I got the powder in my lungs, y'all. I'm gonna die. It'll help you some sunny day. Oh, yeah. Take your time. Don't live too fast. Troubles will come. All right, this is the Kershaw bracket. Look at that cleaver. All right, the reason why I started with it is exactly because it is a cleaver. All right. I don't know if you do a lot of food processing in your camping and hiking expeditions. I personally like to take a lump of cheese with me when I go camping and hiking. So I'm always on the lookout for the next best cheese cutter. Um, this is definitely in that series. While it is a cleaver profile, it is not ridiculously. Oh, I put them on inside out. It is not ridiculously thick. All right, not ridiculously thick. It is an assisted opening. It's got G10 scales and looks like it's stainless, but I don't know. 8CR13MOV. 8CR13MOV steel. And that is a Kershaw bracket. Only had the one of those. So if you're interested, go ahead and grab that out of the buy now. What is wrong with my fingers? There we go. All right. Try not to get powder all over everything. Powder! Kind of man. Something you don't understand. I'm going to guess that the next one up is probably the Clash. No, there's an analyst over there. Nice. Kershaw analyst is up next. This is the Pocket Emerson, if anybody's ever wondered what the Pocket Emerson was. If you've ever been in here while his soldier's in here, he's always trying to get that Pocket Emerson. He did get a CQC 7, I think. No, I think he got the 5. Also a good weapon. Thing about Kershaw's versions of the Emerson is they will open when you take them out of your pocket. They're awesome. All right, next up is an analyst. This is a general use knife. All right, you got the serration there to make deep cuts. You're not going to be able to do any whittling with this one. So if you're good at sharpening, you can get much more whittling skill out of a traditional blade style. But if you're new to sharpening, this one gives you 2 points. That's what I call the 45 here, the second point. But Tantos are a little easier to sharpen than curved knives. So at least with my experience. This is also 8CR13 MOV steel, and that runs at 41. Also in the buy now. Love those. All right, what's next? One of my favorites is the Outlier, but it's so far in there. It's in O. All right, conduits are next. Conduit is next. Man, all these were way up. All right, and this conduit is serrated. This conduit is serrated. Also sell Ontario utility knives. These are unsharpened knives that are meant for opening boxes specifically. They cut tape even though they're not sharpened, and they can't damage the goods inside. This is the conduit, also known as the U-conduit. This one I like to think about when I see this. It reminds me of all the forensic episodes my wife watches so that she can learn how to murder me and get away with it. It just always reminded me of the tire tracks at the murder scene. This one has a reversible clip. It is an assisted opening. It is an assisted opening. That one is 38. We will have a knife show next week. We clear out whatever hasn't moved out of the bin by then, and then we'll bring in the next models, which will be cold. All right, we're going to do my two favorites in the Kershaw line, and then we're going to do a flyover. Next up is the Dawn Star, and then we'll do the Outlier. All right, so this is the Dawn Star. Rather innocent looking knife. Till you whip it out to open your mail at the office, and then you get to sit down with HR. Yep. Reversible clip on that one. What's up, Crappy Whisperer? Very unassuming looking. Then suddenly a little more nasty. Hawkbill folder, that's the Dawn Star. Next up is the Outlier. Next up will be the Outlier. In case y'all haven't noticed, most of the knives have gone up. Not because I wanted it to be that way. Trust me. Company, always on the run. Destiny, always the rising sun. I was born, a shotgun in my hand. This is the Outlier, and I freaking love these. I'll make my final stand. Yeah, that's why they call me Bad Company. I can't deny. Merch is coming probably next week. Finally, it's I'm, it's not great. It is what it is. Y'all will like it or you won't. Yeah, I die till the day I die. It's gonna be a very simple, like the ones I wear to the office. Very simple. And then we're gonna do like Clint Eastwood did in Hamburger Hill. Hamburger Hill? Heartbreak Ridge? I don't know. The one where he's the drill instructor, and if my mods don't wear the same color shirt that I'm wearing today, then they can't win. Quick release green. Negative. But, Kiss, might be better off, if you need it quickly, go to the website, sign up for the create your account on the website, it'll send me an email saying you created your account, and then I will send you a 15% off um, discount code to use on anything in the store. So you could also get it on the website to do that. If you want green, you want it on whatnot, shoot me a DM and I will order it. All right, I got most of the shuffles and the shuffle twos. I got a shuffle two, or I got original shuffles in black oxide and in lime. And then I think there's a purple one. And then in shuffle twos, I have some black wash and OD green, tan. And then the last Kershaw I have over there is a Wharf, which is another camping style blade. Well, I consider it a camping style blade when it's going to do something for me besides cut rope. And when it comes to these, did you get the tan one before? Because I sold the shit. If there's a tan quick release still in the auction, I don't have it anymore. It sold yesterday to a guy in the store. It is still in there. All right, I need to take that one out. I'm so sorry, but I mean, it's not the end of Saturn's moons here. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's go to my website real quick and see what's up there. What's up with the internet here lately? Did I lose y'all again? No. Holy cow! Y'all hit that website 50 times since the first show. Thanks. Y'all pushing me up in the algorithm. That's not bad. The morning show was only an hour ago. All right. I can't get it to load right now. I can't even get that whatnot page to load on my other computer. All right. So some of the other camping items I have 10 stakes. Oh, that's what happened. It detected you coming in and didn't know how to react. All right. I got a Reverb XL. I've got a couple of the SOG key knives. I got some cold steel trappers, some Glock knives. I've got nylon tearaway IFAC kits. All right. They tear away and they fold out. So this thing is like a transformer. Boom! First day of high school in the shower right there, baby. All right. No, I'm just joking. Nobody had a green one. All right. All right. Got a few Blackhawk pouches left. Not that many though. Man, we got Alice's Restaurant massacred yesterday on pouches. I see T. Bruce lurking around. Didn't you get some of those? All right, I got some G codes. I got one Blackhawk Serpra up there for a Ruger SR9 I got ordered and never got. Anybody got a Ruger SR9? I thought that was you. All right, yeah. Anybody got a Ruger SR9? Pull that up in the auction. Take a look at it. Let me know if you want it. I'll make you a little deal on it. All right, I got one Scorpion pistol kit left. This is it's similar to the Taco design, like the high speed gear, but that one's just a single pistol pouch. Oh, it looks like I have one more. Is this the SKS sling? No, that's a OC container. All right. I got a couple of the Blackhawk quick release slings. Lucille is not for sale. And these Blackhawks have they do this particular one does not have the quick detach button, so you would need like an MS1, MS3 quick detach adapter to hook that on to, or you could use like ProMag makes a double and a reversible um, connection point. Can't remember if this one would go in there or not because you gotta squeeze it. Then I have the other one that has the quick detach on it, and it is a little more, I think, probably because it has that additional mechanical device on there. What the heck is going on? Daggone phone move. All right, that one's a Storm Sling quick detach. I got two variations of this. One's the XT and one's the QD. And the QD has a different connector, is my understanding. What? Looks the same to me. Yeah, it looks exactly the same to me. Wonder why there's such a difference in the prices. We'll have to sort that out. Then I caught Carry SKS and AK slings as well. I have one left of those. I'm pretty much out of Magpul. I don't have very much left in Magpul. So look through. Magpul should have, most of it should be in the buy now section. I have a few MOE grips left. I have some of the quick detach push button types. I do have some of the B5 systems, multi-cam grips. I actually have a match set in the standard multi-cam, and then in black multi-cam, all I have left is the pistol grip. I've got one Magpul CTR stock. And this is the compact version of the stock. All right, so it's not as big. This is a mil spec tube, though. I got one cantilever rail left. So if you need to change the position of a rail mounted thing and it happens to have to go over open space, you can do that with that. All right, RVG rail vertical grip. This one works in a 1913 or Picatinny rail. It's probably in the $20 to $30 range. I don't remember how much the Magpul stuff was. The RVG is in the auction, and the M-Lock MVG, which is a M-Lock vertical grip, that one is also in the auction section. So let me see if I can find those real quick. Your fantasy. Oh, it looks like I got them transferred to buy now. All right, so Magpul RVG, this is a rail vertical grip, fits on a 1913 rail. 21 bucks, that is in the buy now section. And then we'll show you the M-Lock variant as well. All right, and this is what we have on the show floor for sale. If you go to our website, there is a lot more stuff. This is the M-Lock MVG grip, also 19 bucks, also in the buy now. All right, this is the last of my Imbus sights. This is a front sight in black. I do not have its match right now. I don't know if that's in the buy now. All right. And Magpul Imbus sight front, it's black, is adjustable. It's for the front. It's $38 and it's in the buy now. All right, then I got some NC Star stuff. This is a compact flashlight in green laser. I did not know that it was an interchangeability thing, that you take off the light and add the laser. First time I'd ever seen something like that. All right. It was not what the gentleman was looking for that I ordered it for. And it has been lounging about for more than 2 weeks. So I would like to get rid of that and get something in its spot that I can more rapidly move. $55. That's $30 off if anybody wants it. NC Star compact flashlight or green laser. So you unscrew that, put that on, put the lens back in the box. $55, 10 seconds on that one. All right, and then I have one of their low pros, which is what he did want, in red. So this is a basic Weaver style mount. Um, Comes with batteries and the adjustment. Very simple. Laser, very inexpensive. That is in the buy nows as well. $36 on that one. Pick it up if you want it. All right, I got a Takstar side saddle for an 870, an 1100, or an 1187. This will add 6 rounds to your side of your shotgun. This one fits the 870, the 1100, and the 1187. That one is like $55. 44. Oh, even better. $44. $44. Let's throw a dangle out there. We're gonna do 35 on it. $35, 10 seconds on that one. It's a 870, 1100, and the 1187. Alrighty. Last up, two more things on the AR side. I got the Magpul Invus Pro LR adjustable rear sight. Invus Pro. All right, this is a high-end sight. All right, it's not their inter-grade stuff. This is got a lot of metal to it. It's got some good construction to it. It's fully adjustable. They are a little expensive. I will give you a dangle deal on it. We'll do $90. $90. 10 seconds on that one if anybody's interested in that Imbus Pro LR adjustable rear sight. And the last set of sights we have is the Visum Pro Series flip ups. Visum Pro Series flip up. These are steel. They are tough. Those are 72, but in this case, you actually get two sets, or the front and the rear, so it's a complete set of sight, two pieces. They are steel, they are very strong and durable. And anybody that's ever worked around camo nets would understand how important that is. 72 bucks on those. All right, next up, Wheeler Precision Screwdriver Kits. Now, I like them because they do all the small things for you, with you, and to you. And there's a lot of different bits in there that are not necessarily common. I mean, they might cuss once in a while or leave a bowl laying out, but they ain't like common. Wheeler Precision Micro Screwdriver Set. It is time to begin thinking about these things. Hunting season is right around the corner. You do need to get your repairs done and get ready. 34 bucks on that one. It's running if anybody's interested. And then I've got that cleaning kit, a couple of gloves. We're going to talk about surplus, and then I'm done for the day. So if you have any requests, if it's not in the buy now, let me know and I'll bring it up. If it's in the buy now, just go buy it now. All right, I got mediums and extra larges left in fast fits. But I do have all of the mechanics gloves lines on my website. Now the fast fits, these are lighter weight. They do have like a artificial leathery feel to them. No other retention other than the spandex. There aren't like guards or anything on it. No punch protection. These are 21. They have a set in extra large. Looks like a large one last week. All right. They do cycle through though. I do get blacks and tans too. 21 bucks, 10 seconds. Of course, all the models will be on the website. You just have to search glove. Extra large. No takers. All right. I have a 29 piece, I think. Cleaning kit, 28 piece cleaning kit. It does everything. It does everything from the 20 or the 17 caliber rifle up through 12 gauge. And when it comes to bore sizes, those are the sizes you're going to have. If you have a Solithorn 20 millimeter, um, well, you know, it is what it is. So you bought the Solithorn, you should have bought the damn cleaning kit with it. 21 bucks? No, that's not it. Gun cleaning kit is a little more expensive. 29 on that. It is 29. Huh. 29 on that, 10 seconds. I do have two of them. You're going to get one shiny new in the bubble wrap, something that me and Big Man haven't breathed on yet. Oh, man, those are 30-second auctions. All right, we're going to wrap it up in about 10 more minutes. Y'all take a quick look-see through the buy nows. Well, the buy nows are always going to be there. What's up, Queen D? But the auctions, go look through there. I will load everything from this show into the show for tomorrow, which I haven't created yet. I need to get that done. All right, military surplus. I have IFACs. I have IFAC 2s. I have in multicam. I have hand grenade pouches, flash grenade pouches, 9mm pouches, 3 mag, 2 mag, canteen, e-tool. Got some all. All right. Cryptech, the only thing I got right now is a couple utility pouches. And Coyote, I've got some Philby assault panels or assault pack pouches. Sorry. Alice, I have canteen covers, I think. 2-quart canteen covers, compass pouches, LC1, M16 pouches, radio pouches, and canteens. Multicam is like $10 a piece, no matter what you get, unless it's a higher end thing. Alice is usually somewhere between 6 and 12. ACU and dyed ACU. All right, ACU and dyed ACU. Um, these range from $4 to $6. And if you know you're going to get a bunch of them, the best way to buy it is with the Pick-a-Pail of Surplus. $13. That's right. You get a rubbery bucket. What'd you dye it, Kiss Me? What color? Gray? Nice. Nice. I did graphite once. Did this graphite once. All right. These buckets. All right. They are rubbery buckets. Yes, they're suitable for chamber pots. That was the first question I asked, too. Basically, I got a really good deal on buckets, and I have a lot of surplus. So if you got a good deal on a bunch of buckets and you've got a bunch of surplus, my thought was surplus and buckets go together like chocolate and peanut butter. So just imagine, big man's driving down the road one day on his tricycle, his oversized tricycle. He's a bear in the circus if you never met Big Man. And I'm riding the other way, and I'm in a no windshield NASCAR replica that has a Ford Focus engine running on one cylinder, and we hit each other. And I had a bunch of surplus, and he had a bucket. Well, that's kind of like what's going on here. $13, you get to fill this bucket until it turns into a muffin top. That's right. I live in the real world. All right? Men of a certain age appreciate a good muffin top. I'm just saying. All right. So, for those of you who don't know what a muffin top is, don't worry. You'll get it eventually. Somebody, one of y'all in the house gonna have the muffin top before the end of the year. All right. You start telling me what you want off of up here. You're like, hey, wise man, I want an e-tool carrier. All right, bam, e-tool carrier. What else you want? What else you want? You're like, oh, I want a waist pack. Bam. Waist pack. See how that works? All right. I want some 3-mag pouches. All right. There's 2 of them. 2 3-mag pouches. I'm going to give you a red one and a brown one. Stick them in there. All right. That is not a muffin top. Technically, somebody with an Audi belly button could still do this and not touch it. You got bread loaves. Hey, well, you should come on by. We'll make a sandwich, too. All right. So then you're like, well, let me get a radio pouch. And this is usually where we fuck up your order. All right. Get it? All right. Soft radio pouch. And then you're like, oh, man, I wish I had enough room for a barracks bag. And you're like, or we're like, buddy, we promised you a muffin top. Hold on. Let me go get it. That's right. We even include barracks bags in the Pick-a-Pail of Surplus. $13. You can pack as much in there as I can get in there until it turns into a muffin top. Once it turns into a muffin top, though, we're done. All right. So. God damn. All right, that's a muffin top right there. I didn't think it was going to blow back up, but it did. All right, so that's a muffin top. So that is a $13 pick a pail of surplus. There's an $8 barracks bag, $6 radio pouch, $3 or $4 mag pouch, $3 or $4 mag pouch. If you're doing the math, you already figured it out. $6 waste pack, $3 to $4 e-tool pouch. Everybody get the point, right? Old lighters today. No, I ain't got any. Got a light. I like that. No, I don't have any lighters. Only ones I really have access to would be Zippos, but I will start to look for them. Check back often. All right, pick a pail of surplus. 13 bucks. 13 bucks on the pick a pail of surplus. Here we go. 10 seconds. If anybody wants one, I will let you have as much fun as you want with it. Um, we even include load-bearing vests, hydration carriers, as long as they don't have a bladder in them. Anything that'll fit in their military surplus, except for Alice. It's got to be an ACU. All right, that's usually a big hit. I don't know what's been up with that in the camping section lately. Must be somebody on in tactical as well then. All right, then we do sell all these things singles. They're all basically somewhere between $4 and $6. We really like hand grenade pouches because we have special cases with our logo on them, and we make we imported char cloth cases. So if you don't know how to make char cloth, I will be doing a video as soon as Big Man gets back. All right, two of those, one of each or two of each one, would actually fit in a hand grenade pouch. One of them got one in it? No, they're all empty. Oh, this one does. See those cases in there. That's why we like hand grenade pouches. They hold our little containers really well. If you've gotten a package from us before, you've probably got one of those containers, because if we have enough room in the weight, we will throw in extra pouches or containers with your order. Actually, some of the people that today had a large disparity. They got some MREs. All right, I sell assault packs anywhere from $25 to $45. In MREs, I have full cases. I have menu A and menu B. The inspection date on these is 7 of 2025. Same on both case A and case B. All right, improved duffel bags. Those are $25. Um, every once in a while, we'll catch one with some scuffs or something. We'll do 20. I have one light fighter kit or tent in multicam. The bag is slightly torn that it goes in. The carry bag slightly torn. That one is $135. $135. It's in good condition, but it is used. Then I sell ICS sleep system or ICS shelters. This is the improved combat shelter. It's a waterproof shelter to sleep in. It looks very similar to that light fighter I just pointed out. This one's brand new. That one's 110. But I do have them in good and very good condition as well. And good or very good, those are two for 120, or a single is 75. There's one in good condition. If you're not familiar with them, I will pull it up. They're in the auction site, I believe. Another song my kids used to bang heads to back in the... What the heck? Is it not under ICS? All right, 2-pack is 125, and if you just want a single, I think they're $75. Yeah, $75. There's a good one. I'll go ahead and put that one up. $75. 10 seconds on that. What's up, John Will? All right, soft armor. I got one set in house. It's gonna go on the website probably tomorrow. Um, I haven't figured it out yet. It's gonna be between 250 300. All right, plate carriers with no armor in them. It's just the carrier. I do have the quick release left in black. This is the only style I have left in shop. If you go to the website, you can get all of them that Vism make, but in shop, I only have black. That one is 2XL plus. So it'll go 2XL up to about 4XL, holds a plate. It's also equipped to hold side armor. It does have the opening there. I do not sell the armor for it. Those are 99, and I have 3 of those left in stock. Um, and then I might go GGG on the next order again just to showcase them a little bit. But I will get at least one of each of these. Green's been kind of hard to get lately, but I will look. All right, I am right now. $99 on this one. And you'll be getting one brand new in the package. Whoever just bought the fuel can, thank you very much. There you go. One brandy dandy new in the package. It's that one there. 99 on that one. Brand new in the package. Does not contain plates. It's just the carrier. I have 3 total in the black. All right, sleeping bags. I got commercial sleeping bags. This is a Stan Sport 2-pound fluff in blue and orange. That one is 35. Oh shit! Sorry, I don't know what's the matter with me. I got all Elon Musky all of a sudden. And I can't stand still. All right, that one's a Stan Sport 2-pound. That one is 35. Also, in the Suburban bag up here, I have a Stan Sport 4-pound fluff. This one's a flannel inside, and that one is I think it has 70 on it to buy it now. But if you want it, make me an offer. I'll probably get down to about 60 on it if somebody makes an offer. All right. Camp grills, I have 2 different designs. I have my favorite design, which is these lighter weight ones. But I also have the big metal one around here somewhere. It's packed in one of these bags as a demonstrator, and I don't know which one. Also have a 14-inch square griddle that's reversible, flat on one side, ridged on the other, so you can do steaks or eggs and bacon. Those are all the camping items are in the buy now. I also have an aluminum non-stick griddle, so if weight's a factor, this is less than 1/4 of the weight of the cast iron ones. This is a cast iron version. It's also reversible. Flat on one side with a grease drain. Flat with a grease drain. This one, Camp Chef, I want to say is $70. That's in the buy now. Y'all can check that out. All right. If my plate carrier guy is still here, you want the plate carrier, let me know. I'll get it out for you. Um, Also, check out my website. I have multiple color. Oh, shit! That's right. The plate carrier, the black one, it's 99. showed up on the website the other day at 90. So I think there's a price adjustment. So I will do a price match on my own website. I know it's crazy. I will do a price match against the prices on my own website right now on that plate carrier if anybody wants it. I forgot about that. It was at 90 on the. One of the new customers here locally came by and got the tan one yesterday. All right, 90 bucks. It holds 2 AR mags and a tourniquet or other medical. You could pull that out and put an insert in there, but it can definitely hold the 2 AR mags. This comes out, and I have an insert that you can put in there that holds like 5 pistol mags. So it's kind of a useful pocket. 90 bucks, 10 seconds on that one. If anybody's interested in it, I do have 2 more or 3 more new in the package nobody's touched. That's the quick release variant. Did y'all catch that? That's how quick that happens. And that is how quick they go back together, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Back together. I know, that's what I said. Alrighty, I think I just saw the ghost, so I would imagine that packing up is going to be fun. Alright. Chest rigs? You mean like a carrier, or you mean like just to hold the weapon? Because in multi, I can get Gray Ghost gear and I think high speed gear in multi. I know I can get Gray Ghost in green. Their minimalist stuff comes in green. All right, this is a rifle, or excuse me, shotgun or lever action rifle scabbard. The way it's equipped right now is 29 inches. You get popping on that thing, 35, baby. Yeah, 35 inches of usable internal barrel and band storage. That's right. Now, it will take a bolt action as well, but it's going to have to be something with iron sights. If it's got a scope on it, just not going to clear it. These are 29. Let me go find those. And if you're not sure why there's a difference between my website and what I have in store, my website is integrated with my distributors. So anything that I have access to that allows integration will be on there. Whereas if you buy it from me in the shop, I have to have it here for you to see it. So on the website, if you already know what you're looking for, that is always the best option. If you are undecided, you're always better to deal with us on either this or our YouTube Live. Because sometimes on YouTube Live, I'll get on there while I'm packing. And I can answer questions and find stuff for you there as well. All right. Ugh. Does anybody want one of those unique AR rails that I was showing y'all, or hand guards that I was showing y'all yesterday for free floating? I have 2 of them. They're 15-inch. If you shoot a carbine with no front sight that's already using an optic, it's a really cool, lightweight front end. Go look at them in my auction or in my bin. Why isn't that rolling up? Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Anybody have any requests? Anybody need a case of MREs? Actually, I think MREs are in buy now. And I don't have any loose, so we're not doing a 3-pack today, but we can do 3-packs again tomorrow. All right, questions? Concerns, comments. All right, I'm the Wise Man. Thank you for being here today. Had a tactical gear show this morning that did pretty well. I'm always thankful for y'all's help, support. Go check us out at YouTube. We are DSOVNcom at YouTube. And of course, check out the website dsovn.com. No problem. And Big Man will be back apparently Monday. And so that means I will be here with y'all tomorrow. So tomorrow's show, I will probably do in tactical gear because I got to get some clearance done on the firearm side. I don't know if I'll be in camping tomorrow. Y'all shoot me a DM if you need anything. If you have any questions about the website, my contact information is on the website. And occasionally, like I said, you can find me in the YouTube live. Sometimes I'm live there when I'm packing up. But today it looks like I'm going to be packed up pretty quick because it was a light afternoon. All right. Anybody need anything? No problem, T. Bruce. All the stuff's still here, y'all. Like, if y'all want something, just let me know. I might loiter about. It's already 4:13. If I get another 17 minutes, I will have pulled 5 hours talking today. Oh, man, my tired. Now that I've done this, I just can't wait till Big Man gets back. I am going to work him to death. Yep. It's going to be rough round here. Yep. All right, it's 4:14. I'll give it one more minute. That'd be 2 hours, 15 minutes. Oh, no, that'd only be 2 hours. Oh, man, I'm glad I loitered about. Requests, comments, concerns, last call, closing time. One last call for alcohol. All right, we gone.